In last lecture, we have been applying stylings to the first element of the grid, so it's spanning through the 2 columns and 2 rows. In this one, we'll continue again with the stylings, and I would like to change the stylings of our price tag, so the price here and the title of the product. Okay, let's do it. This is another CSS lecture, so if you feel like you can copy the code. But I will explain you everything. I will be explaining everything, and at some point when we start our homepage, then I will be just showing you interesting things. So together we'll style this homepage, and then when we'll be working on a product page, I'll be not any longer explaining the stylings. We'll be just copying pasting. But if there will be something interesting that we didn't cover, it just in before lectures I will be explaining it. Okay, so yeah, we need to do a whole page. Okay, so let's target here in a product card, right? In this styles we need to apply the product card. Here we have a product title, here we have a product price, and overall this div is our product tag. So let's see here the CSS of the product card. So let's go to product card, and first we need to create a file for it. Let's call it simply product card.module CSS product card.module.css. Okay, let's import this styling. So let's write here in the product card, import styles from product card.module.css. All right, perfect. And now we can apply styling. We can write here classes. Okay, so we'll be writing the root class. And then we will have our price product tag class. Then we have a product title, product title, and then we'll have a product price. Okay, now we have applied these classes to the particular element. So let's go to our product card. Okay, and to a element I will apply the class name. This will be our root. So let's write our curly brackets, styles.root. This will be our product tag. So class name styles.product tag. All right, here will be our product title. So class name of styles product title, and the last one here span. So class name, and this will be product. Styles product price. Product price. Amazing. Okay, so let's go to our CSS and let's choose here first stylings for a root. I will write here apply, and I will apply here something very interesting. Apply a relative. This is a position of the relative. You can see it's applying position of the relative. And I will hover over, and it doesn't display now. Okay, for some reason. Okay, but when the position is relative, you can specify on your child's elements position of the absolute, and you can style your elements relatively to your parent element. I will show you what I mean by that. For example, in our product tag now, I can mark as an absolute, apply as an absolute, and I will say here the element will be on the top left 0 position of this root element. So I'll write here top 0, and the left 0, like this. And you will see the element will be always now on the left. Okay, let me see what's wrong here. Nothing should be wrong. I will just refresh. Apply relative. Okay, so with this relative is something wrong. I think I have a typo here, right? Relative, now it should be fine. Oh, okay, position relative, now it's fine. Okay, I'll show you an example. So they have been before in the left top corner, but now I have more control over them in the terms of a positioning. So let me see, I will target here now this. Okay, so where it is, create root, product card, and here we have product tag. You can see the absolute, position absolute, and the A element is position relative. There should be position relative somewhere here, the position relative. So now I can do this. When the child is absolute, I can just change the position of the top. All right. And this will be positioned relatively to its left top corner. Okay, I'm going 100 pixels from left top corner now. Okay, I've decided to go to right. I will just write here right. And right here, let's go to the right now, 100 pixels. Okay, 100 pixels to the right. Oh, actually, to the left. What I'm writing, 100 pixels to the left. And now you can see everything is going 100 pixels from the left side. Okay, so now I have this option to provide the top and the left, and it is beginning from the top left corner, this styling. And that's why when I'm providing here 0, 0, it's in the top left corner. Okay, that's why position absolute, and the parent has to be position relative, okay? Because when I will do this and I will write here top will be, let's say, 200 pixels, and the left will be same 200 pixels, but I will remove this relative from here. So I'll go to the A element and I will find here position relative. I'll remove it. You can see now it's broken. Okay, now every child element is positioned here 200 pixels from the top and from the left. Okay, that's why you have your parent element has to have a relative. Okay, now everything is again working. Okay, but let's refresh this, guys, and let's provide more stylings here. So what I would like to do also, I would like to target every child of the product tag, and I would like to increase its font size. Okay, so I'll write here and every child of the product tag, and I'll write here font size, font. I'll have up to completion sometimes. Okay, it will be 2 rem units, and the letter spacing will be 0.4 pixels. By the way, root units, rem units are depending on the root element font size. So in the font size of the root element will change. Also, this will be changing. I will show you. Okay, so let's save this. Now we should have here already bigger font, you can see, and I will show you when I will be changing the some root font size. For example, an HTML element, we should have a font size somewhere specified. Oh, basically I will be changing it. I will just write here font size here. You will see it. Font size of a 10 pixels. You will see my product tag is changing relatively to the size of this. So now it should be twice as big as the font size 2 rem units. So 30 times 2 is like 60 pixels. So now they should have a 60 pixels in total. So depending on the root element font size, also, well, child font size is changing because of this rem units. Okay, so that's why I'm using here rem unit. Okay, so we have product tag, letter spacing 0.4 pixels. Letter spacing, you understand, right? As a spacing between the letters. For example, I specify here 2 pixels. The spacing between the letters will be much bigger, you can see. Okay, but 0.4 is enough. Okay, now we'll continue with the product title. All right, so let's write here apply, and we'll apply here font bold. So the text is bolded. See, now it's a little bit large. It's not larger, but it's bold. You can see it. All right. The font weight of the font has changed, and also we'll increase your line height of the product title. So line is a little bit larger. Okay, so let's write here line height. All right, and this will be 2.2. EM, okay, that's not the rem, but the EM, this is not applying to the root element, but to a parent element, so relatively to the parent line height will be 2 times larger. Okay, now let's see it. Okay, we can see the line height is a little bit bigger, so there's a bigger spacing in between the price and this title. Okay, so that's the line height. Of course, you can set it manually if you want. You can set it 40 pixels or 30 pixels. It will change, of course. Okay, or even 60 pixels, I think, to see a change, to see a proper change like this. Okay, again, I will apply in these units here, line height. Okay, on the product title, remember, we have here this span. On the product title, there is a child of the span, so I'll target this span. So I'll write here end span. Now I will apply here some padding. Okay, so I'll write here apply, and py, and the 4, and px-6. Okay, so py, this means padding top and padding bottom of the RAM unit. So this means 16 pixels. And px-6 means padding left and padding right of the 24 pixels. So let's save it. Okay, and there should be some padding around this span element. Of course, not around the title, because we need to apply it now separately also for the price. Okay, so now it's time for the price. All right, on the product price, let's write here apply, and we'll be applying here pb-4 and p2-2. So this will be padding bottom of the 4. This means on the padding bottom will be 16 pixels, on padding top will be 0.5 rem, so this is 8 pixels. All right, then we'll write here also px-6. So this is what? The padding left and padding right, or 1.5. Okay, now I will target here text dash primary. So the color will be, what color we are applying as a text primary, this should be white color, right? So this should be changing to the white, or actually no, target text primary will be the black color, no? So it's a shame that the color to display here. Let's see one more time, text dash primary, doesn't says here. Okay, so you need to inspect your variables. So we need to go to our root and the primary, yeah, that's a white color. So basically I don't need to even set it, I'm thinking of it. Okay, so text primary I don't need because it's by the, no, I need to set it. Okay, a little bit confused, guys. This should be white color. Save it. Okay, and the product price is not even applied. All right, let me see the product card here, product price. All right, let me inspect the element. Why this is not applied as a text primary. Okay, I'll inspect the element here. Okay, so here, 14. Ah, no, product text primary is a black color. Okay, so I was looking for, I was checking for probably something else. I will just verify it one more time. So assets, base CSS, and text. Text primary we are applying. Okay, that's a black color. My mistake, guys. And we don't even need to set it. Yeah, because the black is by default. All right, a little bit of confusion. I'm sorry for this. Let's write here font semi-bold. Okay, it's not completely bold, but it will be semi-bold. You can see. And then we'll write here text small text dash SM. So the font size will be these units here, and the line height will be these units. Okay, this will change the bold. And also let's apply here letter spacing. Letter spacing 0.4 pixels. Okay, let's see it now. Let's go back here. Okay, looks quite fine. Let's try to make it smaller. Okay, so let's make it smaller. Let's see what will happen. Okay, so let's make it smaller. It looks good so far, looks good. And here I can see a problem. When you make it super small, super small, this text here under, this is the second name of the second word of the title, is there is no padding and no margining applied, because the padding and the margin is applied as the wall to the title, but not to the single element, to the other part of the word. Okay, so I will show you when I will find the product card. Let's say the second one. All right, so let's find here title. You can see title and here a span. So this, you can see the padding is not applied to the second word, only to the first one. So that's something happened when you are breaking the line, but you can fix it like this. Here, when we are targeting our span of the product title, I can write here box decoration, box dash decoration dash break, decoration dash break, and I will write here clone. This will apply the margin and the padding and this stuff also to the second word. So now it should be fine. We'll refresh just to see these changes. And now, yeah. The other problem here with this is that my text is behind the image. You can fix it like this. Simply apply here to the product tag Z position. It will be 20. Oh, actually just a Z20. There should be Z20, and it will provide a Z index of the 20. So the bigger the Z index, it's more in the front. So if you have multiple elements, for example, Z20 would be in the front, and if you would specify Z15, let's say, it will be behind the Z20, and then you would have a Z1 that would be completely also behind this other element, and then if you specify Z100, it would be on the top of this. Okay, so just a transparency you are specifying with Z index, so now it should be front. Okay, so now it's in the front. All right, guys, I think that looks great. We will get break here and we'll continue with more stylings in the next lecture. So see you. Cheers.